What if The Simpsons predicted the future? In today's video, we're exploring iconic moments from the show that eerily foresaw real-world events or captured cultural shifts. These top 10 Simpsons moments aged a little too well, leaving us stunned at how spot-on they were. Let's dive into the most mind-blowing predictions. We start with the iconic opening sequence. Homer tries to scan a frozen dinner at a self-checkout, which seemed like a ridiculous gag at the time. Fast forward to today, and self-checkout systems and touchscreen interfaces are everywhere. It's almost like The Simpsons predicted the future of technology at this moment. The show has always had its finger on the pulse, and this early gag is a great example of that. In Homer vs. Lisa and the Eighth Commandment, Homer steals cable, and the family gets hooked on pay TV. This episode predicted the rise of subscription-based services, including pay-per-view, sports channels, and even streaming platforms, all of which became massive in the years following the episode. What started as a funny bit about Homer stealing cable now feels more like a look into the future of entertainment consumption. In The Simpsons movie, 2007, Springfield faces an environmental disaster caused by pollution, leading to the town being sealed off in a giant dome. At the time, it was a quirky plot device, but in today's world, with ongoing climate change and environmental crises, it feels eerily prescient. The movie's critique of environmental neglect and government responses has only become more relevant with time. In Marge vs. the Monorail, Springfield gets a monorail system, which was hastily built without proper planning, causing chaos. This episode critiqued unregulated development and poorly planned infrastructure. Today, as we see real-world cities dealing with the consequences of similar situations, crumbling infrastructure, and poorly designed public transport systems, this episode's message rings truer than ever. It's a great example of how The Simpsons has always been ahead of its time with social commentary. In No TV and No Beer, Make Homer Go Crazy, Homer loses his sanity because he has nothing to do. While played for laughs, this moment subtly addresses how important mental health and social connections are. In today's world, where mental health awareness is more crucial than ever, this episode's focus on isolation and frustration is strikingly relevant. It shows how The Simpsons has always managed to balance humor with real-world issues. The City of New York vs. Homer Simpson is another moment that hits differently after 9/11. Homer's visit to New York City includes a joke about getting stuck in the World Trade Center. At the time, it was just a silly moment, but after the tragic events of 2001, it became a chilling reminder of how The Simpsons often touches on world events before they unfold. The show's ability to predict such a major event is almost too eerie to ignore. In The Wizard of Evergreen Terrace, Homer tries to follow in the footsteps of Thomas Edison and create his own inventions. At one point, he jokes about Edison not inventing the light bulb, but patenting it and defeating Nikola Tesla. This moment foreshadowed how modern tech giants battle over patents, intellectual property, and innovation. The episode's critique of Edison's business practices feels like a direct commentary on today's tech industry and its battle for patents. The Day the Violence Died is another episode that addresses the role of violence in the media. In this episode, Itchy and Scratchy's violent cartoon antics are questioned, leading to a conversation about how entertainment shapes societal values. This episode, which originally seemed like a playful jab at the ongoing debates about media violence, now feels more relevant than ever. In an age where we're still debating the impact of violent media on real-world behavior, this moment is eerily on point. Marge Gets a Job focuses on Marge entering the workforce and Homer's struggle with the change in their family dynamic. This storyline addresses gender roles and the challenges working mothers face, which was ahead of its time in the 90s. Today, as gender equality continues to be a major conversation and working parents are more common than ever, this episode feels remarkably relevant. It highlights the struggle to balance work and family life, making it an insightful commentary on the evolving role of women in the workplace. Finally, in the infamous Bart to the Future episode, Bart travels to the future and sees Lisa become President of the United States. One of the most shocking parts is when she reveals she inherited the presidency from Donald Trump. At the time, it was just a joke, but in 2016, Trump became president, making this moment eerily prophetic. The Simpsons managed to predict one of the most unexpected political outcomes in modern history, proving once again how the show can foresee the unthinkable. And there you have it, the top 10 Simpsons moments that aged too well. From predicting the future of media and entertainment to commenting on political and societal shifts, The Simpsons has always had a knack for capturing the zeitgeist. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow fans, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Let me know in the comments which Simpsons moment you think has aged the best, and as always, keep enjoying the chaos that is The Simpsons.